Good morning, fellow traders. Bobbin here. It's time for the Good Morning Market Prep for Friday, January the 8th, 2021. I hope everybody had a great night last night. It's Friday. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, well, let's check and see where we left with the market yesterday. So SPX, right, starting the mark off well. Month off well. One of the things we talked about, right, to start the month this week in our series on what happened with the market today is we don't look for the first day of the month to set the tone for the month. A lot of times it sets the tone after the first 3 days, right? So the weekly chart this week, right, it pushed down, it filled the open gap on it. It's now got an engulfing week so far, right? So it actually, although some might look at this as a hanging man actually has a 60% potential to go to the upside. Hanging man is more bullish, right, than bearish. So daily chart, right? So we get the 1-2-1-2 here on the daily, and look, the third day of the week turned green, closed over the ADMA, right? And was a pretty decent day, other than that little sell-off that we had at the end of the day the other day. But started to work its way back up here. So the tone of the month so far is pretty bullish. So let's see how it goes. We're riding up the channel. We got our 1-2-1-2 up, possibly working on a subwave 3 up here on the SPX. So let's take a look at the SPY. So SPY this morning is looking like a megaphone here going into the open with this crazy tick. So it could have a wild range today. Other than that, if you kind of just zone in here, let's see if it holds the channel. It could be a mini bear flag here as well going into the open. Let's take a look at the S&P futures here this morning. So S&P futures, these are our levels that we provide to our members in the Bubble Report and in the Elite Access group. But you can see here it looks like a possible sideways head and shoulders in the works, so just make sure it holds these levels. Again, we've got the non-farm payroll today, so that's going to be definitely something to keep an eye on the radar here this morning. The big geometric line that we looked at from going all the way through yesterday is being tested right here. So if we lose this 3,800 really area with any sort of authority, and especially below these levels right here, we had a lot of congestion yesterday. There's some thin air down here, right? Some clear air down here, so we might see a little bit of a move to the downside. Let's take a look at the Qs. Again, they have a rising channel here this morning. This can be a weak setup if it breaks down below those levels, but if it holds, right, then we'd look for continued strength. And again, Apple news is kind of helping that, right? So the IWM, again, they're looking forward, maybe possibly this new administration doing the 1-2 with some more stimulus. So that still seems to be holding up right here. And of course, the XLF is just kind of riding the wave so far. Now, this line right here could be a neckline also for a sideways head and shoulder. So we might see a little push up here this morning. But if it breaks down right below this $30.90 level, we might see some downside action on the XLF, which could weigh heavy on the market. So definitely something to keep an eye on there. Let's take a look at Apple this morning. So again, good news, they're teaming up with, I don't know how good the news is, but they're teaming up with Hyundai, and apparently the market's liking it so far for their autonomous vehicle stuff. And that's helping the electric vehicle alternative energy supplying space as well, right? So we've got that going on. And of course, the leader of that space is Tesla. And so Tesla's like the Amazon of FANG. Right, so it really is impressive how it's going. It's gapping up nicely this morning. We had some great call activity yesterday. We traded this well yesterday, and it's also helping some of the other names, right? The Chinese electric vehicle names, the supplier names, the battery names, things like that. So this is a huge sector, guys. It's becoming like FANG. I mean, it's really just incredible. So definitely one to keep on the radar. So good stuff, guys. I appreciate everybody for tuning in for the free version of this video. The rest of the video is going to be for Bubble Report subscribers and Elite Access members. So if you want to join, obviously, the link's going to be at the end of the video. And I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hope everybody has a great trading day today. Happy Friday, and stay healthy out there. Remember, risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to get more in-depth video coverage on the stocks or setups that are on our radar, be sure to join our group or subscribe to the Bubble Report for more morning analysis. The Bubble Report includes S&P 500 review, also a market profile game plan on the S&P futures, sector updates, gappers, orbs, unusual option activity, economic calendar, and we also have Elliott wave counts that are on our radar made by Algo 382. Be sure to click the link at the end of this video to subscribe today.